I just wasted 10 seconds of your life.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Drunk Tank.
Yeah, that was clever.
That was good.
I liked it.
This is the point in the podcast where I make fun of the song, and then Bernie gets mad at me for making fun of the song.
Oh shit, who was that? I don't even remember. Chicken Brank. I think he wanted Chicken Branch, but may not have had enough characters.
Nothing to make fun of there.
He thinks it's funny because they wasted 10 seconds, but we're about to waste the next 50. So.
Yeah. He wasted 10 seconds of our lives. We're going to waste an hour and a half of his.
I made a deposit at the Chicken Brank on the way in.
Too bad you didn't make a joke.
Already, there we are.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Jeff from Rooster Teeth.
I'm Gus.
I'm Joel.
I'm Jack from Achievement Hunter.
And Gus, this week is especially pleasurable for us because Matt and Bernie are out of town, and Gavin went back to England.
Yeah, so I get to yell at Jack all podcast.
Week.
So we're celebrating by getting drunk while we do this podcast.
Yay, it's called the Drunk Tank for a reason, right?
Hey.
As of this episode, it is.
I'm really surprised it's not to the point yet where as soon as Jack walks into the office, you guys just don't run up and punch him right in the balls.
We're getting there.
That's the best idea ever.
That's a horrible idea.
I mean, the second Jack walks in, it's unrelenting with him. I don't know how he puts up with it.
I've lived a rough life of a lot of being picked on.
It's like we.
How old are you, Jack?
I'm 27.
27 and living at home with your parents sounds pretty rough. What's it like not to pay rent as an adult?
Oh my god! How do you manage?
When you get home at 11 o'clock at night and you're like, Mom, can I have some mac and cheese?
This is after living
Did
away
you
from
wash
home.
my clothes?
I'm sorry, I'm past curfew.
There's no toilet paper. Mom.
And I was thinking they were going to need like a Gavino Chew toy after he was gone to like
one.
I think that's
just latch onto, and apparently they have no problems.
We found it already.
They made the
and,
adjustment, flawlessly. Just
his name is Jack.
In all seriousness, though, Jack, not to poke fun at you, but you are 27.
Yes.
And you do have a college degree.
Yes.
And you're living at home with your parents.
Right now, yes.
What do you think went wrong in your life that you ended up this miserable husk of a man?
Dude,
A husky husk, for sure, but a husk.
I just moved back to town, and I'm not sure exactly what the next few months are going to hold for me.
Oh,
so,
right, you moved out to LA to make it big.
Hey,
how long were you in LA?
Hey, how much?
What was that? You did. You gave it a good 3 months or so.
Fuck this! I'm going to walk out. Fuck y'all guys.
The gloves came off.
I'm just curious.
What's in that beer?
Dude? No. Here's the deal. I think that you're relatively new to the podcast,
Yes.
and I don't think that the people on the internet know a lot about you. So I'm trying to introduce you to the
No.
world.
Let's go about this a little bit more diplomatic, Jeff.
Okay.
How are you doing, Jack?
I was doing great till we started this podcast.
Okay.
Now suddenly my emotions are crushed.
Wait. I have something I want to say to you, Jack.
Oh God! Yeah, is this? Okay, what is it?
You're a piece of shit.
Oh, that's really mean.
No. Like I've been reading about a problem on the internet, and it's made me think about you. Have you heard about this trouble that?
and in Gus's defense, this has been going on for a very long time.
I've been sitting on it. I've been waiting for you to come back to the podcast so we can talk about this.
Okay.
Have you heard about the T-Mobile outage with their Sidekick phones?
I think so. I think I read something about that.
Well, if you read our site, you would know that RT Comics made a comic about it.
Well, no, it was the Perez Hilton thing. Like, was saying that he couldn't do his work because his mobile phone was out. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, apparently, I know you're a big advocate. You always tell me about cloud computing and about like having Google for mail service.
I like
and
being
all this
able
stuff.
to access all of my information at any computer I sit in front of.
So do people with Sidekicks. But you know what? Microsoft fucking erased all their data.
Let me ask you a
and
question.
they can't recover it. So you know what the workaround is? They can't turn their phones off, or else they will lose all of their contacts.
So
and all of their SMS messages.
Are you going to, in a show of solidarity, are you going to ask your parents to change your plan to to like Verizon? Are you going to ask them to get you a different cell phone?
That doesn't even make
You're not
sense.
gonna put up because you're so mad at T-Mobile?
No. I'm just trying to make the point.
Hey,
that
ask me how much I pay in rent right now.
I'm just trying to make the point that Jack's a big advocate of cloud computing, and we've seen it.
And so
fall on its face.
the exception proves the rule. Is that what you're saying?
The exception proves my fears, which is what I always talk about when it comes to cloud computing. Is that there's no accountability and there's no one to call and say, "Where's my shit?"
Well,
like
okay,
a year ago,
cloud, dude.
This is an argument over Google Apps because I have my personal email set up through Google Apps program, which is awesome. And like I have IMAP email through my personal account anywhere I go. I can sit down in front of any computer and get to it. And I was saying we should do that with something like Achievement Hunter. It would be
we already
awesome.
have IMAP email.
Do we have web-based IMAP email where
No.
I can check someone's computer if I don't have my laptop in front of me?
No, because that's full of vulnerabilities.
But
that's
listen, dude,
asking for trouble.
If Jack's uncle needs him to cut the grass next Saturday, Jack needs to get that email, and he needs to be able to get it from any fucking
You are
computer in the world.
What's up with you? You're in a good mood today.
I'm just having fun. I don't know, having a good day. It's been a good time. Jack and I got the fucking Brutal Legend stuff all worked out.
Oh, dude.
That was awesome.
That was huge to get that map
Tons
up.
of work.
We've been playing that game for 2 weeks now, just nonstop, and finally the fruits of our labor
so
are
how many collectibles are there on that map?
242 in the game.
Yeah,
Damn, because I look
242.
at it and it looks fucking dense.
Yeah.
It's a big map.
There's
yeah.
242 in the game, and right now, as of this recording, we're missing only 3
Yeah.
in the whole game. And of that, only about 6, I think, were ones that we didn't get. Like me and Jeff together found all but 6 items in the game.
Jeff and I.
What did I say?
Me and Jeff.
Is that incorrect?
That's totally incorrect.
I thought. Oh well. fuck
Go
you.
Texas school
There's no
system.
way I'm going to argue this. Though.
No, you're right, and it's been a lot of fun. And that's a really cool game.
It is a really cool game. Like we've done probably 8 videos now, and we're looking to do a whole bunch more. And the game is awesome.
It's a testament to how good a game is if you can drive around it in circles for 20 hours and still not want to stab your face every time you look at it.
I mean, absolutely. Like today, when I actually went to the store to pick up a copy of it, and I will gladly play through it a 3rd, 4th, maybe even 5th time, just get the final achievements and difficulty.
All right.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm really shocked at how fun that game looks, and I can't wait to play it. I played a little bit of it here in the office, but
Well, you've been playing Saw, so
yeah,
you set the bar pretty low.
You know, I had to stop myself playing Saw today because I have 45 out of 46 achievements in that game, and I cannot let that be the first game I 100%. Like
It's not even your account. You have it on like an alternate account.
Yeah, the last achievement I need, I could probably do in about 3 minutes, but I'm not going to do it. That will not be my first.
What's the
100%
final
day.
achievement?
I have to curb stomp 5 minions to death, and I think I've already curb stomped 3 of them, so I just need to do 2 more.
Dude, that sounds like a breeze.
Yeah, it's like nothing.
You and I did an achievement. I hadn't fucking played the game, but you asked me to sit on an achievement video with you just scant minutes ago, and it looked like a fun game to me. And that was a fun achievement video.
It was the video we did was just a compilation of like all the achievements you get for killing people with different weapons in the game.
What's the premise of the whole deal? Are you the dude who kills people, or do you get killed? How's that work?
I wish you were the dude who kills people.
I would play the fuck out of that.
I watched you
game.
kill a bunch of people.
I guess I am the dude that kills people.
Are you wearing a weird mask?
I'm wearing a collar with shotgun shells, like 8 shotgun shells aimed at my face.
Oh, so it's like Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Hold it.
I'm lost.
Hold it.
Well, you guys don't do that at Thanksgiving?
Okay. So anyway, what's the game about?
You play like a detective whose partner was killed
Fucking hate
and
you guys.
who's been pursuing Jigsaw, and he gets kidnapped by
Can
Jigsaw.
I ask you a question? Because I found out during this video there are 5 or 6 Saw movies. I think there's 5 and a
The
6th
sixth
one
one
coming.
comes out like next
Yeah.
week.
I saw the first one. Apparently, you've seen all 5.
No,
Is
I've
it-
seen like 4 or 5.
Is it the same bad guy over and over again?
Yes and no.
But he like died, didn't he?
Yes and no.
How does that make? Does it make sense? Is it canonical?
Kinda.
Canonical? Is that a word?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. You don't know the word canonical?
I know canon. I didn't know canonical was the...
Canonical is a real word.
Wow, dude.
If this thing turns into
College
us trying to check
degree.
each other on our grammar
University
and
of
word
Texas
knowledge, this is-
graduate.
I like that when you guys were mad at Gav, you just yell at him. With me, you just get dead silent and make it awkward. So I got that going for me.
Silence works well in a podcast.
God forbid Jack and Gavino just decided to do their own podcast. All this is going to be smashing you guys.
Well, if it was me, Gav, and Gus, I think it'd just be... That would be the last time I was on Earth, right? 'Cause I think Gus would just murder both
He
of
would
us.
insult you to the moon.
Oh man.
Oh, good times. Hey, speaking of good times, what is going on in your life, Gus?
Just house stuff. I'm sick of it.
I noticed that once again, you're not showing up for D&D tonight.
It's not my fault.
When is your? Can I ask you a question? Can you fix your fucking house situation so that you and I can hang out and play games together? And
I
be
wish.
nerdy?
I wish. It's been a long nightmare.
Have you found any leaks in your house?
No, but hopefully it'll be over soon. My toilet backed up a couple of weeks ago. That's about it. But no.
It's been like 5 months
It's been-
that I haven't been able to be your friend.
4 months. It's been rough.
Hey guys, what's better, World of Warcraft or old school D&D?
That's a tough question.
Old school D&D.
I think if I had to weigh them, D&D would win. Yeah, I'm pretty sure D&D
No
would
comparison.
Now, I wonder how many people who listen to this podcast are like old enough to have actually played the old school rolling dice.
Well, it's a very popular.
It's coming
Is
back,
it?
right?
Is it coming back?
I think so.
Fourth edition's out. Kids are going nuts.
I've been playing D&D since like the first Dungeons and Dragons. Like before Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, there was Dungeons and Dragons, and I started playing that like fucking. How old am I? Started playing that almost 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking old school. I read somewhere that it's big with bikini models now.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Is it? I haven't read
This
that.
is before like the Wizards of the Coast people bought it or whatever.
Yes,
like, even before that,
absolutely.
like before the rule changes, back when stuff did make sense.
Yeah, way before Wizards of the Coast.
Wait, Wizards of the Coast owns D&D?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
they bought it from TSR like 5 years ago.
Oh,
Or no,
wow.
it's been longer than
It's
that.
been
What
longer
is
than
this?
that,
It's
yeah,
been
for
like 8 or 9 years now.
What did Wizards of the Coast do before Magic? Or was that their big...
I think Magic is what they did.
They started that?
Yeah.
And then they started like buying up people left and right?
Yeah, they're a fucking empire now.
Building their fucking wizard tower on the coast.
Their House of Cards.
They're shooting lightning bolts down at people.
It's like Sauron.
We should party up and try and take them down.
Looking for group? Yes! All right. There we go. I'm going to start just marking those off, man. Do we have a dry erase board I can get my awkward silences on?
Well, this has been a great
Actually,
podcast.
Gus, should we talk about our excursion into the world of Warcraft?
Oh yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Gus told me you drove him nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Gus has been surprisingly helpful. Like, I figured he's kind of be a dick to me, but he's actually been really, really cool helping me around.
It's because I've been surprisingly drunk every night.
That is true.
When you log in.
I do get an AFK break about an hour in of I've got to get another drink.
Jack and I'll be playing, then all of a sudden I'll go idle, and I'll come back after I make my drink, and Jack will be like, "Hello, hello, where are you? Are you there? Hello."
So,
Getting murdered.
so Jack, I don't know why. I guess, you moved back with your parents. You figure, why else? What else do I have going for me? I'm never going to meet another girl again. I might as well just fucking dive headfirst into World of Warcraft.
That is not a good sequence of events.
Start wearing stretchy pants and just fucking throw in the towel.
In his defense, I think he said that he wanted to be he wanted to get some MMO experience under his belt, so that
I hear that's a good
he'd
one.
be familiar for
Old Republic.
He'd be familiar with
Do
MMOs
you
for
think
Old
you'll play
Republic.
Old Republic?
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely going to play Old Republic. And that was the whole point for why I was going to play WoW, was to get some MMO experience working, like the whole system, all the acronyms, all that crap that will most likely transfer to Old Republic. I'd like to learn some of that now before I jump in.
Which is how you learned in phrases like looking for group, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. No, that makes sense. And you
Like
did a couple
looking
things
for
right.
group, dots, DKP, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised when he brings out the old Anixia animation references.
Oh yeah,
You,
that's.
You did something right. You chose Horde. Can I ask you why? Like, what was the decision to choose Horde?
I told him.
Gus
it
told
was
me.
Gus told you to? Okay. Where did you? How did you? I'm curious as to why you chose Troll Mage as your character.
Oh, I like range characters. I like the idea of doing damage from a distance without running in and getting myself obliterated. Like I prefer the more tactical characters as opposed
Unlike
to
the
Too bad,
podcast.
yeah, too bad you can't do you can't do fucking ranged podcasts.
like instead of a warrior type character would run in and or a tank or something.
Sure.
I like the idea of being able to sit back and heal people and also do range attack stuff like that.
I have a newsflash.
Mages
Mages
don't
Yeah,
cannot
have
well,
heal.
yeah. Well, but they conjure food and water, which technically heals.
That's true.
Booyah!
Do you now? Did you seriously look at the 3 ranged characters?
I went around between mage, priest, and what's the other one?
Warlock.
Warlock. I looked at mage and priest. I went back and forth between that, and then I went with mage.
Okay, cool. I'm just curious.
All right.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for
No,
the,
there's nothing.
the other shoe to
I'm a
drop.
shadow priest, and I chose priest over mage.
Okay.
And I was just curious as to
Well,
why you did.
then Gus actually, he was cool enough to make a character at the same time I created mine. So we went through like the first 7 levels, literally side by
It
side.
was like the first 11.
Dude, if
yeah.
you mention WoW around Gus, he's already started to make a character in the anticipation. that you guys
Like,
would
no,
play.
I texted him on the way home to ask if he was interested in playing WoW, and he said, "I'm already there. You don't have to text me. I'm always on."
Yeah, I told him don't text me, ask if I want to play. I'm already playing. I'm already there.
Gus has like a level 35 on every server, just in case.
Dude, he walked me through an instance last night, and his pet just did all the work, and I was just throwing my fireballs from a distance and then collecting all the gold. and shit.
I'm playing a hunter now, so I decided I didn't want to do anything, so I just put my pet on aggressive mode, and I just let him go around like mob to mob.
What instance did you guys do?
We did RFC.
RFC.
He's Jack's like only level. He turned level 14 last night.
What is your hunter now?
He's 44.
How do you like playing the lamest class?
I'm going to say this in my defense. It's the last class I hadn't played.
Okay.
I played every other class at least to level 50, I think.
Sure.
So, and Hunter's the only one I hadn't done yet.
So you got to do it.
What's
Yeah.
the
Are you liking
highest
it?
level? What's the highest level you can get? 50?
80.
80.
Yeah. So some of them I'd stop. Like Rogue, I couldn't do Rogue anymore. I stopped like at 50.
But now I got to figure out what professions I want to do. Jeff, do you have any recommendations on professions? I think alchemy and something else.
For a fucking mage?
I recommended Herbalism Alchemy.
Herbalism Alchemy's good.
I also recommended Enchanting and Tailoring.
My priest is doing inscription, or was before I quit, just to try something new.
Fun
What
stuff.
a lot of people do, Jack, and I'm going to give you a bit of advice here.
Okay.
What a lot of people do is they play 2 gathering professions until they hit level 80. So some people will be just like herbalism miners. That way, every mining ore you see and every herb you see, you can pick up and you turn around and just sell in the auction house.
It's good money.
Then you make
Yeah.
a ton of money. Then when you hit level 80, then you work on your profession for real.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm throwing that out there. That's something you may want to do.
He just dropped a bit of knowledge.
Hopefully
you'll pick it up.
That's some old 5 years of playing WoW knowledge.
Nice. So when is Cataclysm coming out? When Cataclysm's going to destroy everything I'm currently in, right?
Right. Like last night, was it last night or the night before I took you to the Barrens for the first time?
Yeah, that was the night before.
Yeah, that is the largest zone in the game. That's going to be split up into 2 zones after Cataclysm.
Because you said that was a large, boring zone?
God, that's the zone. No, I didn't say it was
God.
boring. I said it's the zone everyone fucking hates.
Right now, I feel like I'm in the boring zone.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Joel brings up a good point. Maybe we should switch gears and talk about something cool.
No, let's not talk about in the video game podcast. Let's not talk about the most popular video game on the planet. Let's talk about something else. What are we going to talk about?
We
talk about
certainly
cars.
got it's time.
Let's talk about sports. Did anyone watch the big game last night?
Actually, it was a good game last night, for what it's worth.
Okay.
But no, Miami and the Jets played. God damn it.
Hey, Joel, I heard you almost got your license revoked.
God, okay, so I get another speeding ticket, and I decide, I just don't have the time for defensive
For
driving.
the online defensive driving course.
It's a long story.
That's like 6 hours,
I'd have
dude.
to buy a new computer and the printer and all that stuff or whatever. And I
You
just,
could do it at the
I don't want
office.
to do it. I guess I could.
You do it 3
I
hour
don't
chunks.
I don't want to spend 6 more hours at the office beyond what I'm already here. So whatever, I go down there and pay the ticket and go home. And sure enough, right there's a letter on my doorstep from whatever. Transportation. Hey, you have this many points on your record.
Can I ask you a question?
36 months.
Please don't take this the wrong way.
No.
But have you considered not driving like a dickhead anymore?
Well, there's 2 different things. Driving fast and driving like a dickhead are 2 separate things.
Okay.
All right, but
I've seen you do both.
I do both. It's true.
They work in tandem pretty well.
Dude,
Yeah,
have you ridden in his car?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like we hit 110 on I-35 one day, and it felt like we were going 60.
How did you go that fast on I-35?
This was south. This was south.
Okay, because I can never get above 30, I think.
That's a good point.
A lot of lane changing.
This reminds me, I'm going to tell a story about a friend of ours named Frank. He's a very good friend of Gus and I. Gus grew up with him. He has a very similar driving trajectory as what I'm seeing out of you. Frank lost his license for about 5 years because he got something in the neighborhood of 30 tickets. And
Well, no, he's an idiot. You need to elaborate
he isn't
on
it.
that.
He's an absolutely very smart guy, book smart, no common sense. Sweet as can be, but a fucking moron. And he will do stuff like call you up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday and say, hey, can you take me to work today? I wrecked my car last night. And you'd be like, okay, Frank, I'll drive you 45 minutes to your job, which is never conveniently located and is always changing every 2 months because you can't keep a job, right? One time, I drove this was at like 7 a.m. on a Saturday. I had to pick up Frank. I had to put my fucking kid in the car, pick up Frank at his house, which was inconveniently located, then on one part of town, then drive him all the way to the other part of town. And I'm like, what's going on here, Frank? Why?
Sounds like you're playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, kind of. And I'm like, why am I having to drive you to work? And he goes, oh, I got in this car accident last night. Hey, as a matter of fact, that's my car right over there. And he showed me his car, which was wrapped around a tree. It was still there on this windy road. And I go, what happened? He goes, well, I was doing about 120 on this road, and I just lost control. And I lost control because this is like the 50th fucking time I've had to do this for this guy. And I go, Frank, can I ask you a question? Have you learned anything from this experience? Are you ever going to learn anything? And he goes, yeah, I learned lots. And I go, what did you learn, Frank? And with all sincerity, he said, I need to buy a performance vehicle. That was the realization he had, was that
Couldn't stay in the corner.
He just bought
Couldn't
shitty
grip.
cars that couldn't handle 120 degree or 120 mile an hour fucking speeds. He needed to buy a performance vehicle.
He was probably right.
Does Frank listen to the podcast?
No.
He might. You never know.
I don't know. Well, I love you to death.
I will sell my car if
I'll buy your
someone
car.
can give me the money that it is worth.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
If anybody's looking to buy a 1992 Geo Metro, Joel is looking to sell.
With a turbo kit.
It's a little bit of nitrous.
It's got ground effects.
It's got a rope light underneath the hood.
It's got some Rockford Fosgate speakers in it.
Kicker comps.
It's got a Sparkomatic amp.
What's a game you're looking forward to the most from now till Christmas?
Oh, you're trying to fucking bring it back on the video games because we started talking about you.
Yeah,
I thought video games
Too
are
nerdy,
boring.
and all of a sudden we talk about shit that's a little too close to home for Joel.
Okay, let me say this: Modern Warfare 2 or Left 4 Dead 2?
No, I agree with that.
that's-
I agree with
that's-
that. Those are the two games.
Yeah.
No. Which one between those two?
Why would you have to choose?
I'd like to open it up and add Assassin's Creed in there as well. Those three.
Okay, those three. If you had to pick one on a desert island with power and Xbox Live connection, but no way off.
Modern Warfare.
I agree.
Really?
I agree.
Yeah.
I would go.
Wow.
I agree.
I think I might go with Left 4 Dead 2.
I would assume Jeff would have gone for Left 4 Dead.
It's a tough decision.
Definitely
but I
not.
really like Modern
Definitely not Assassin's Creed, though, right?
It'd be a close third. All three are great. I loved Assassin's Creed. I think I liked it more than anybody else in the office.
You threw it into the mix, then abandoned it.
Well, no, it was
you
tough.
you left it out there to dry.
Because I know you guys are going to do it as well, so I just wanted to see. I mean, it's the other AAA title, right?
Yeah, way to abandon it.
I didn't abandon.
No one was talking about it until
Listen,
you brought it up.
Ubisoft, if
For
you're listening,
Izzo or
it's
whatever
not
his
that
name
I
is.
don't love the game. I love the game. You got to go with Modern Warfare, right?
No, Left 4 Dead.
Which is weird to me. I'm still looking forward to Modern Warfare the most as well. Yet all I can think is like on E3, all they showed was a dude looking at an ice wall with two hands going ka-chunk,
Dude,
ka-chunk,
it's
ka-chunk.
going to
Yet I
revolutionize
still-
gaming. You get to drive
I
a
still-
snowmobile.
It's like, yeah, I still want to play it.
Well, are there going to be vehicles in this game?
You drive a snowmobile.
There's going to be vehicles.
Really?
There's at least a snowmobile, maybe more.
Do you drive it or do you ride on it shooting?
I have no
There is a
idea.
difference.
We'll have to wait to find out.
Because there was the in Modern Warfare 1, there was the portion towards the end where you just shot out the back of a Jeep or something, but you didn't actually control it.
You were also the gunner in that
in the plane, the
as well.
AC-130
Yeah.
or whatever that was.
Yeah.
But in not Infinity Ward, who's the other one? Treyarch? In the Treyarch games, they always have driving portions, and that was always the way to tell the difference. Well, that and the quality.
I actually like the Treyarch games. I think they get a bad rap.
Yeah, World at War was
Personally.
fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, unless you played it on Veteran. Then the game's fucking bullshit. Fucking cheated.
What happened to you?
Haven't we talked about that in podcasts before? The game
you?
fucking cheats, dude. They just
That game
I
is
was
impossible. They will
on
they will
Veteran-
throw a grenade into your mouth.
No.
Yeah, no. He's right. They'll spawn in your butt. No, like fucking.
unbelievable.
I apologize if we've told this before. I don't remember if we told this before.
I am
but
totally with you.
on Veteran. Like the difference between Veteran in a Treyarch game and an Infinity Ward game is Infinity Ward they ratchet up the difficulty, and Veteran on Treyarch they fucking cheat like dirty cheaters. I was on this portion on the second level where I had to storm a beach, and then I had to lay some targets so fucking planes could come by and drop some bombs on some fucking Nazis or whatever, or some Japanese people. Somebody was getting fucking murdered, right? And I couldn't get past this point in the game because anytime I popped my head up, one shot killed me, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
mean, and it really gets to a point where it's just like, okay, I'm going to run from A to B. I died. Okay, A to B.
And, like,
I died. I died.
Maybe
I died. It's just
one out of 1,000 times I get lucky, right?
Right.
Well, at this point, I was getting fucking slaughtered, and they also my fucking AI teammates are awesome. Eventually, if I sat there long enough, the enemy would rush me, and they would run by all of my AI cohorts who would still shoot forward and not even turn around. They'd be like 19 fucking Japanese dudes running by them, and they'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? Anyway, I was looking at, there might be somebody in that tree, you know? And they just fucking slaughtered me. So I hid in a bunker, and I was like, I'm in a concrete bunker. I'm fucking set. There's one way in, and I'm looking at it. I'm fine. Sit in that bunker for about 30 seconds, the game starts spawning grenades behind you.
There weren't as many grenades made for World War II as appear in a game.
I agree.
Veteran. They just come out of everywhere.
I agree. They spawn grenades underground. Underwater. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
That being said, if you played on any other difficulty, it's a good game.
Well, I don't know.
But I mean, probably Modern Combat I liked more, right?
Well, yeah, Call of Duty 4
Modern Warfare.
Well,
Thank you.
Just
what the hell did I say?
A triumph of a
Modern
video game.
Jesus Christ!
Tremendous game.
It just seemed like Call of Duty, Call of Duty 5. It's like they saw what Modern Warfare did so good, and they're like, "Oh, we got to do this in our game
so well
4 times."
What they did so well.
What they did so well.
Yeah.
And like the idea of taking away your character, like the control of your character, stuff like that, like. The scene in Modern Warfare where after the nuke goes off, fucking it blew my mind. And so they saw that and they like did that 4 times to you.
Was that
in World at War?
Was that the first game that you've played that they have like major character switch? Surely it's not. But for some reason, when I played it, it was like, wow, this is so innovative. But it could have been the first.
You can switch between Mario and Luigi.
That makes sense. And Luigi dies.
Wait, they pick a different controller.
I can't. I don't know. I can't.
In Mario 2, you could play as Toad and Princess as well.
That's true. She was so hot.
She could float.
She could float to my bed. What's this joke? I'm really not that into Princess. I don't have any like weird sex stuff about her or anything.
Why not? She's all uppity.
It's true.
You can bring that down
like,
to earth.
It's like a Taming of the Shrew kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, was that Peach or Toadstool?
It's like Madonna and Guy Ritchie.
It was Toadstool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like low.
Now it's always Peach, right? Like she's the new princess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Speaking of awkward sexual moments with talking about Princess Peach there. We had a moment today where we were talking about hot chicks from Comic-Con past, and we mentioned I think it was Comic-Con or E3, we mentioned the girl with one leg that they put the machine gun on her leg.
That was at Comic-Con.
For Planet Terror and how hot she was. And then, like, all of a sudden, we all got quiet. And I looked around and I realized we were all trying to figure out what it would be like to have sex with a one-legged chick. It was super awkward.
Dude, you were spot on, too.
Then you said it, and it was super creepy.
It was super creepy.
Man.
I could see it in all of your faces. And I saw it because I recognized it from my own.
That was the worst. That was pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah, that ended lunch. And then we all played Doodle Jump.
Yeah. Except for you, because you haven't bought it.
I just want to ask, were you picturing with gun or without?
I don't think it's appropriate to talk about that. Dude, that's dangerous. That's living on the edge. You make one wrong move and you fucking shoot your foot off.
That's true, or something
I
worse.
wouldn't be worried about the foot, yeah.
Well, we killed that.
Great. Now I'm imagining it again.
I want, while we have a little bit of downtime here, I want to make a quick plug, actually, if that's okay with you guys.
That's okay with me.
Someone who did a theme song for the Drunk Tank a couple weeks ago, I don't know if you remember him, The Boy Wonder. I saw his journal on Rooster Teeth. I guess he has a show at the Beauty Bar here in Austin, October 25th.
Was he the guitar player, dude?
Yeah, he was the guitar player.
Yeah,
dude.
I remember that one being pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. According to his journal, he's got a show October 25th. Starts at 6:30 p.m.
Sweet, and that's Beauty Bar's down on
7th and Red River.
That's right. Okay.
So I didn't tell him I was going to plug his show, but I'm plugging it. So you're welcome.
Aw, you're so sweet.
I know. I look out for him.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of my protege.
When is it again? Should we go?
October 25th.
So that's why there's a guitar at your desk now.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly the reason.
Guitar and a lot of Jack Johnson playing in the office.
Jack Johnson and John Mayer.
You won't stop talking about your bubbly toes.
Bubbly toes. Is that like a Jack Johnson song or something?
That is. That's.
Fortunately for me, I got to say, I'm not familiar with Jack Johnson songs.
I promise you can go walk down to Jester at the University of Texas and see 5 guys playing that on a guitar any given day at night. Yeah. Or any given night.
Any given day at night? Way to go, Jack.
Thank you. I caught it myself. That's the worst part.
But I fucking left the room to go pass on a message and then also to get a couple of beers, and I come back and Jack turned gay?
No, I was talking about, like, where'd you go to college?
I had 2 brief semester-long stints of college in my life.
He went to college with Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I did. I briefly
went to college in Kuwait.
I did spend some time in Kuwait. I spent a beautiful year of my life.
What was your major?
My major
Dodging
was
phosphorus.
Staying alive. Dude, that's not a fucking joke.
Didn't you almost kill a reporter?
I was in a training accident. Yeah.
A training accident.
Where the engineering brigade or battalion shot white phosphorus at me.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I found out what kind of man I am. It was me and this female reporter who I didn't particularly like on top of on top of this track. And as soon as I looked up and the sky was on fire, I pushed her out of the way and dove straight first into it. And I left her up there.
That would be the worst.
To be fair, she was kind of a bitch.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, that'd be the worst way to die, right? In the military, in a training accident, right?
Yeah, that would suck. It happens a lot, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
But I will say that I did
Happened
go to
in Starship Troopers.
I did briefly go to Starship Troopers coming up a lot today. I briefly went to the University of South Carolina, and then I also went to Rutgers very briefly.
You went to Rutgers?
Yeah, very briefly.
You were a Scarlet Knight.
He
guess.
took the tour of the university. That's what it means by very briefly.
I had to use a bathroom.
Once they
It
saw
took a
him,
semester, but I fucking-
security escorted him off the campus shortly thereafter.
Didn't James Gandolfini go to Rutgers or something like that?
I don't know.
I remember when Rutgers was doing really good a couple years ago in football.
Well,
and
they were
like,
doing well.
God damn it. When they were doing well in football, and I remember like the one game they finally lost, it was on ESPN because they went like 10-0 to start the season.
That was like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah. And then I remember like they showed the sideline. James Gandolfini was on the sideline, of all people.
Luckily, I didn't go to fucking UT because your education is stellar.
Because I don't know the difference between good and well, or when to use it.
Or when to say
Essentially.
me or I.
You know, most of that middle school English you learn.
No, that's not middle school, dude. Come on, that's like 5th grade.
That's true. That's true.
There you go.
In middle school in Alabama.
Don't be so hard on
To be fair to me, that's why it's so fresh in my head because I learned it. That was my 12th grade English class. No, college wasn't for me, Jack. But thanks for
Okay.
asking.
So to sum up,
To the almost dead reporter, college not for you. Jack can't speak good.
Yeah,
See what I did there?
you actually used it correctly that time.
Did I?
No,
No,
I think I did.
but you're onto it.
Asshole.
you're aware, and that's what's important.
Hey, Joe, getting up?
There's no more beer. Gus and I were only
no more
able to
beer?
secure a few.
God damn it.
No,
We had to-
it was raining outside, so we didn't want to walk all over the convenience store. So we went to the coffee shop next door and stuck a couple of beers out.
Oh,
He convinced him to sell his beers under the table.
Oh, really?
why? I mean,
Yeah.
why
I thought
would
they
those
sold
guys
that.
not let us sneak beer? I mean, give me a break.
They did. They were
every
super
single
cool.
day.
That-
That's you're drinking, aren't you?
You're drinking.
Good. They should bring us more.
As long as you. Anyway, we're not. You know, I don't want to get the coffee shop guys in trouble. They were really cool. It was fucking.
No,
pouring down.
it was Starbucks,
It's a
right?
tsunami.
Starbucks
Yeah.
sold you Dos Equis?
Yeah, it was the Starbucks at 6th and Congress.
Starbucks, right?
so delicious. Try the new Pike Street roast.
That sounds totally believable to me. Does that exist?
Does that work? Do they owe us money now? Is that how it works? I plug their product.
Yeah. Speaking of products, who are we not sponsored by this week?
We're not sponsored. We're
Infinity Ward or fucking Starbucks?
No, we're not sponsored by Assassin's Creed 2. That's what we're not sponsored by. Fucking left them on a desert island.
Dude, I want to play the game. It's right up there. It's a tough.
Dude, I'll tell you, I never played the first game, but I'm looking forward to this one, to Assassin's Creed 2, because of the flags. Like, that's suddenly become, like, I love making maps now. Like, that's my thing. I freaking love doing it.
Yeah.
And I know Assassin's Creed 2 is absolutely going to have that, right?
You
Well,
should,
you know,
you
I'm
should
gonna-
try
I'm-
making
let me-
a map to success.
Let me say something here,
Can you,
Jack.
Are there collectibles in the maps? That
I
say-
hate-
For every
It's called
game,
paycheck.
for every game that comes out from here on out, you need to make a map.
I agree.
Because
Okay. No,
I
absolutely.
had to write custom tools for you to fucking upload maps to the website.
But you made
And I'm-
awesome
I'm
tools.
saying,
I gave
fucking
you,
use it every week now.
dude, I gave you praise. Those things were awesome.
I know.
Dude, Gus,
Use them.
I gotta admit,
In my defense, I'm a lazy fucking asshole. And I had to work for like 45 minutes to get those working.
That's
it was
true.
super cool of you to do that. I really
It
appreciate
was.
Even if Jack
Yeah,
doesn't,
yeah, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
I told him earlier today, completely.
That means a lot to me, Jeff. Thank you very much. I'm
did.
glad to hear you say that.
Hey, man, you're my best friend. What am
I
I
hate
gonna
you
do?
guys.
I see you do a good job. I want you to. I want
Okay, okay.
accolades to be fucking thrust upon you.
So what other games do you think will have maps? Well, Assassin's Creed, obviously.
Sure.
What else do you think is coming out in the next few months that would require a map?
I bet Left 4 Dead doesn't require maps.
Probably
No,
not.
Modern Warfare.
Modern
no.
Warfare probably won't.
Well, there were like hidden. Was Intel? That was only World at War, right?
Intel was in Call of Duty 4.
That wasn't.
Yeah,
so
it was-
there'll probably
oh,
be
yeah.
something like that, but it probably won't require a map, though, right?
What do you think
Probably
about Splinter Cell Conviction? Well, that's not till
I
February.
would
yeah,
think
but
that would have a map.
that might require
Darksiders
a
might
map.
have a map. Dante's Inferno. Might
Dante's
have a map.
Inferno probably will. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not really a map type. Dante's Inferno is a very, very linear game. That's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's a very like.
I'm gonna stretch this a bit, but you know what probably is gonna have a map?
What's that?
Uncharted 2, and Gus has a copy of it.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, we're a little behind the schedule. I mean, that game just came out, so we're a little behind schedule trying to make a map for that.
That's true. Well, usually we don't have access to games.
It's
early,
not like there's
so.
any PS3 owners around to do it. So.
I'm gonna try to do some Achievement Hunter videos in that game.
Yeah, right.
This is the first time we're doing a PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first time we're doing this Trophy Hunter video.
Trophy. Shit, do we own that?
I don't know. I better fucking register that before we put this out.
Yeah, we better get on it.
Well, do you know I was excited about the trophies? Brandon's a PS3 gamer.
Oh yeah, he is a big time PS3.
Yeah, he was asking Gus about it.
Who's Brandon again?
He's
the cat.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
He's the kid that works in our office.
Oh, that guy, the coffee dude.
Coffee kid. Yeah.
He works at Starbucks.
Get me coffee, Brandon. That's Brandon. Okay, I remember that now.
Brandon, we're
He's not
getting
even in the
roll on
room.
toilet
We'll see if he listens to the podcast now.
paper.
Yeah, no one say shit to him about it and see if he pays attention.
Why would we ever talk to Brandon? No, I'm kidding. Lovely chap. Think the world of Brandon. Super nice kid.
So do you miss Gav being gone?
Not really.
Yeah, I really can't believe that Gav's gone. I mean, it seems like he was. How long was he here?
Dude, he was here for fucking 3 months.
Was it only 3
But it's
months?
the second time he was here this year.
It seems like it was a lot longer than
It
that.
was pretty weird to take him to the airport and then to go home and like not have him whining about how we weren't playing video games in the living room.
This is the first time since New Super Mario Bros. Came out in the DS that he's come to the US and we haven't had our New Super Mario Bros. Face off.
Isn't that? Don't you always win?
Yeah.
Maybe he just fucking had enough.
No,
dude.
he wanted to play. I kept forgetting to bring my second DS in. He I don't know where his DS is, so I have to bring 2 in whenever we want to play. And I just kept forgetting to bring a second one in.
because he can't be bothered to be fucking responsible.
He can't be bothered to get his ass kicked. He can't put any work into that.
Right.
So what is he doing back in the UK right now? What do you think?
Fucking crying himself to sleep every night.
Wishing he was in America.
Missing America. Moment of silence for Gav.
Pour one out for the homie.
You're really good at making people not talk. That's like a quality you have.
How come I'm responsible for making everyone talk? I've only been
No,
here like 3 times.
You're responsible for making people not talk. And
Oh,
we've never
well,
had a problem
okay.
with people not talking until you started showing up.
Oh, in that case, I'm good at that.
Yeah, you're definitely good at that.
We can bring up awkward silences, or
Hey, Jack, you're a movie dude, right?
kind of.
What's the last movie you saw?
Last movie I caught in a theater was
Did I say theater?
was Whip It. Oh, if you're talking about that, I watched what is it? Stranger Than Fiction again on Blu-ray.
Speaking of Whip It, which is a movie about rollerblading. With
No. It's a movie about roller derby
Roller
set in
derby,
Austin,
sorry.
not filmed in Austin.
roller-
No,
yeah.
yeah, we talked about this. There are 2 movies that came out this month that are set in Austin and were not filmed in Austin.
Yeah, Austin's fucking film scene is
Yeah,
dying.
the film scene here is so stupid. The way they've lost so much.
And
business.
you've confirmed that we lost our Friday Night Lights, right?
yeah, and Friday.
Well,
that
you should
happened a while
clarify.
ago.
The movies are Whip It and Zombie.
Yeah, Whip It and Zombieland. Zombieland, at one point, the kid in the movie, he's going to the University of Austin, and he talks about leaving Austin to go, I think, north or something like that.
University of Austin, wasn't that Road Trip?
No.
Wait. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. You're
Road-
right. You're
yeah.
right. I think he says a university in Austin.
Yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
mentions Austin by name. And then Whip It takes place in Austin. It takes place in a fictional town north of Austin, and then downtown Austin is where the roller derby takes place.
And they
Where
filmed
the-
exteriors here and then filmed everything
they
else
filmed exteriors,
elsewhere.
and they shot inside the Alamo Ritz, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's
Where
cool.
did they shoot?
They shot like down on South Congress.
No. Where did they shoot?
Oh, in Michigan. They filmed in Michigan.
Yeah.
And then
All those unemployed auto workers got to do something.
yeah, and they shot Zombieland in Georgia, in Valdosta, Georgia.
I'm glad we brought this up because I'd like to talk about a journal that you wrote about Whip It that Gus and I were both creeped out by. Because
Okay.
in your journal, you spent like a paragraph talking about how cute each girl in the movie was in different ways and essentially how you wanted to bang them.
What's
was
creepy
kind of
about
this-
that? How's that different than any of your journals?
It was just
Dude,
it's-
Ellen Page is freaking great in the movie, and the chick who is maybe on Arrested Development is still.
It reeked of
Adorable.
stalkerism. I don't know. It's just like I'm a little concerned that
As-
you might
as-
go too far.
As a reformed stalker, I got no problem with it.
Dude, that's not a fucking joke. When Gus fucking Gus fucking stalked that chick who now you probably hate because she turned out to be wacko
Yeah.
Republican.
Yeah, Was this
Erin
but,
Andrews?
not that all Republicans are wacko. I'm sorry, Joel.
Why you gotta hate?
No, she's just a wacko conservative. You fucking...
You would hate her too.
You totally fucking stalked
she's
Elizabeth
female.
Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
Dude,
She was
you
Elizabeth-
fell in love with her on
Elizabeth
Survivor.
Hasselbeck?
She was Elizabeth Filarski back then.
Filarski. You fell in love with her on Survivor, and then he ended up in his job. He had to travel constantly, and you ended up. Was it Rhode Island?
Yeah, it was Cranston, Rhode
And
Island.
he knew that she was from Rhode Island because of Survivor. So he fucking found out where her parents lived, and he drove by their house.
It was
Are you
like
kidding
it
me?
was like
Wow.
it was like half a mile from the
Wow.
office where I was working.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they live over there.
He jacked off in her front
Yeah.
yard, dude.
I left her a present in their mailbox.
They're practically married.
Wow.
I threw a charm filled with my hair under her front lawn and drove away real fast.
He fucking called me to tell me about it. I was like, "What is wrong with you?"
That's horrible. Well,
fucking weirdo.
How did that become a good idea? I want to go to her parents' house.
Jack wants to know because he's going to
You know,
justify it.
it was a good idea until I had to talk to her dad. You know, No, it was all good fun.
Was it a nice house?
I don't remember honestly. That was like, I mean, shit. That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time
It was
ago.
a real long time ago. 8 or 9 years
Pre
ago.
RVB for sure.
Yeah. So
Good Lord,
unfortunately, I
man.
don't really remember too well.
Wait, so why did you fall out of grace with Elizabeth Hasselbeck?
Because she's fucking insane. she got on The View and opened her mouth.
God, that show, that's a terrifying show, man.
Yeah, it's something else.
Like, I don't know, man. I've seen some clips of it. It's just like, it's women like screaming at shit that they're not happy with, right? That's the basic premise of the show.
I see. I mean, I don't know. I never really watched the show, so I don't know if there's any redeeming value to it. All I ever see is like dumb outtakes.
you've
So I don't know if I'm
you've
seeing
never-
a skewed view.
You've
of the
never
show.
watched a show. I've also never watched a show. But Gus, can you
I-
imagine what the show probably
I'm just trying to
is
play
like?
devil's advocate. Like, I mean, if people only show, only cut like the worst things I've ever said in my
What a
life,
weird,
and then
what
put
a
those on the
weird
internet.
thing to take the other side of. What a weird issue.
Sorry, once again, I had to step out of the room. We're
We're talking about the View.
We somehow got
seen
to
The
Gus
View.
defending The
I was
View.
defending The View for some reason.
No, the view's all right.
It's because I've
Oh
never
my
seen it, so I don't know.
I've seen The View a few times.
It's
All
just-
right,
it's-
you've been married too long.
No, my wife wouldn't watch the fucking View.
What-
She
what-
hates old people.
What is good about The View?
You know what's good about The View?
Yes.
I
Whoopi Goldberg.
like. Is she currently on it?
Whoopi's
I-
on it. She's
I-
on it for a
I-
while.
I haven't-
Whoopi Goldberg's on it. She's
I
defended
was,
Roman Polanski.
I was down with Whoopi Goldberg till I found out she was a fucking pedophile, allegedly.
Wait,
Because
what?
she defended Roman Polanski.
Oh, okay.
She was in that group of people.
That doesn't make her a pedophile.
Doesn't it?
It makes her a supporter of pedophiles.
Yeah.
Well, then
What'd she say?
There you go.
What'd she say in defense of him?
She just talked about, like, there's rape and then there's rape.
That-
And
what
Roman
happened-
Polanski
yeah.
did wasn't rape, it was just rape. This is getting oddly serious. But the whole point is that I like...
I can understand that.
I
don't
like...
know.
You think it's... Consider,
can-
you think it's
I can
socially... It's a there's rape and
For-
then there's fucking a 13-year-old girl in the asshole she begs you not to.
Oh well.
After you've drugged her.
Well, I guess that's
There's rape and then there's
you might have
extra
a,
rape.
You might have a point
It's a
there.
family-friendly podcast.
I didn't really.
Hey, I'll have you know, I spent an extra 10 minutes figuring out how to put the explicit tag on our podcast in iTunes so that we could say shit like
You
this.
should probably cut that from the...
I was just like,
Way to come
There's-
back.
is that what he
There's
said?
rape
Is
and
that what
there's
happened?
there's
I'm not
famous
really. I'm not
people
really
rape.
up. I'm not really up
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what he
Polanski.
did.
Really?
He sodomized the 13-year-old girl while she begged him to stop after
But
he
she gave
he
him-
fucking dosed her up with champagne.
But no,
With
I
champagne
thought-
and Quaaludes.
But then he like pled guilty,
Wow.
and before he went to jail, he bolted. Right, like he left the country.
Right.
He pled guilty. Then the judge who was going to sentence him, who does not necessarily have to, is not bound by that agreement, was going to sentence him to an extra like 40 days in prison. So he decided he wanted to do that, so he left.
So poor Roman Polanski had to flee America, and he's been
Sheesh.
exiled from
It's
America
been like
to France, where he's fucking from.
And he-
you don't
how-
get exiled to the country you
How
live
long?
in.
And he's been out of the country like 20 years.
And he was
No,
in
no,
Russia.
It's been long. It was in '79. It's been 30 years.
And he was in Rush Hour 3.
yeah.
Damn, dude.
And cut.
Would you spend? Would you?
Hold on, wait.
Would you spend 40? Would you spend 40 days in prison? That's a bad question.
So what's up with those video games?
Hey,
Hey,
World of Warcraft.
How about that video game about rape?
So how long is it going to take me to get to level 20 and get a mount in World of Warcraft?
Not long at all.
You're-
Level 20 and get a mount. Fuck you, dude. Back when we
Here-
played
here's-
WoW,
here's the
you had to
question.
get to level fucking, what was it, 40?
What's the game?
Tell me, what was it?
It was 40. You used to have to get to level 40 to get a mount.
what's
And, and also, we're getting triple experience right now, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
refer
Got
to
the
friend
deal?
him, and
That's a good deal.
I haven't even shown him how we can summon each other yet.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Ooh.
to go back to your earlier question, I like The View because I think Joey Behar is pretty awesome.
She was on Daily Show recently.
Yeah, she's fucking funny, dude.
Joy Behar,
Joy
not
Behar.
Joey Behar. That's
Did I say Joey? It's
You
Joey
said- you
Behar.
said Joey.
Did it sound Joey?
Joey Behar
Behar
was on a show called Blossom.
I don't think he was.
No, I don't think so.
What was it? What was his catchphrase? There was something he used to.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. No, Joey Behar's fucking funny.
That's the second time Blossom's come up today for me.
That's pretty common for you, right?
I guess so. Good luck editing this thing today, Gus.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
This podcast's a fucking wreck, dude.
Are you gonna edit the rape thing?
I can't really edit it when you keep bringing it up.
Gus, what are you looking forward to playing on an Xbox the next couple weeks?
Well, actually, I'm gonna redirect that question a little. I'm looking forward to playing Uncharted 2 right now.
Okay. You were saying the acting or the voice acting in Uncharted was good, right?
No, that was Bernie.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Is it good? I don't know.
I've never played Uncharted. Why don't we ask Bernie? Oh wait, he's not fucking here.
And again with the silence.
I've been looking forward to playing Uncharted. Bernie bought Uncharted. He lent it to me last week. I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
So, like me with Assassin's Creed, you're playing the sequel before you played the original.
Is he
Right.
done with that thing? Where was he going to not play
Yeah,
for
he
30
finished
days?
it. He's playing ODST now. Hey, by the way, awesome game, by the way, ODST. You're about to. Have you started playing Uncharted 1 yet?
No.
You're gonna love the voice acting.
I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna play Uncharted 2 first. Then I'm gonna go back and play Uncharted
Okay,
1.
yeah. Well, I don't know about Uncharted 2, but the voice acting in Uncharted 1 I thought was really good.
That's what I keep
Stellar.
hearing.
Yeah, you really like it. Dig it. I think
I
Bernie
hear-
probably talked about
I
it.
hear there are some machinima tools in Uncharted 2 that are supposed to be pretty good. I just got the game. I haven't opened it yet.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to checking it
Yeah,
out.
there's
and see what's in there.
like a movie mode or something like that.
Right. So yeah, I have no idea what that's about. So hopefully next podcast, after having played for a week, I'll be able to talk about it
And
a
we'll
little
have
more
made your
intelligently.
first movie.
There you
Maybe.
go.
What's it going to be about?
It's gonna be about a dude who's like a male Lara Croft going through tombs looking for treasure.
With stellar voice acting?
Yeah, with awesome voice acting.
Awesome.
Speaking of gaming, Gus, what's going on this week? You wanted to talk about?
Oh yeah, there's an event. Once again, I mean, this
Look
is
at
the second
Jack
thing.
feeding that shit to you.
I'm trying to help.
This is the second thing I've plugged in Austin. But if you live in Austin, there's a Game On Austin event going on.
It's called Game On.
What is
the
that?
name of it?
Game On. It's I guess the Chronicle and Screenburn at South by Southwest are putting it on. It's Thursday, October 15th, 7 to 10 p.m. at the Mohawk, which is at 9th and Red River. It's an all ages event. I guess you can play all kinds of new games that are coming out, and there's a rock band tournament. And I guess if you win, you get like free South by Southwest badge.
That's pretty
Oh,
fucking
wow.
good, dude. South by Southwest is expensive.
Those are
shit.
expensive badges.
It's like a
Yeah.
$1,200 badge. or whatever.
It's an all ages thing, like I said, Thursday, October 15th, 7 to 10 p.m. If you live in Austin, go check it out. I'm going to try to go. Jeff said he can't go.
My wife won't let me. She's got a band practice or something.
Jack said he wants to go.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
probably go.
Was her band practice for the rock band contest?
No, I don't think it is.
But yeah, it seems like a cool event, and it's tied into the Screen Burn at South by Southwest, which we've done panels for before in the past,
Yeah, awesome stuff.
and it's good times.
I'm gonna tell you a little something about that place, Mohawk. Cool place and all, nice building. But if you ever get stuck going south on Red River, and you get at that red light right there by Mohawk, if you look at the big red vertical Mohawk sign, it's just slightly off kilter, and it's fucking annoying. Once you notice it, it's like seeing a dead pixel on your computer screen. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. And I find myself always being stuck looking at how off that fucking Mohawk sign is, and it drives me fucking nuts.
I think I used to go to that place back when it was Caucus Club, like
Caucus Club, you and I, we both went.
10 years ago or something.
Yeah, you and I went there together one time.
Yeah.
They used to do like swing dancing and shit there.
Oh, yeah,
And
they
fucking
did. Didn't
and that
they?
dude we used to work with at the old place was into swing dancing. Not that we would go there with him because he would never talk. to
No,
us.
we never did
But-
that stuff. But
But yeah, they was like the swing club.
You guys were big swingers?
Yeah,
the appropriate response was silence.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
I made him laugh. Haha. I win this one. No, that place is huge, though.
One for 40.
I've been inside that place. It's actually really, really big. So,
Really? How many square feet would you estimate it is?
Like 50.
Okay.
Jack's not very good with numbers
I'm not
or,
good.
or words.
No, Jack's right. It's like 2 stories, and they have like
No, I'm not very well with words.
that was actually okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Gus.
No, it was not. It was not.
They have like an indoor, and then there's like outside that's upstairs and downstairs. It's a big place.
That's going to be raining all this week, though, right?
No, I think it's supposed to let up by Thursday, I think.
Yeah. It's rained, I would say, 3/4 of the day as I've been back in Austin.
It's rained 3/4 of the day I'm supposed to get siding put up on my house.
That sucks.
Oh fuck! Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I gotta wait for the rain to stop to have everything dry out, so I don't have mold in
Why?
my house.
Why can't you play D&D tonight again? Because you got your tile grouted.
Yeah, the tile in the living room and the bedroom is being grouted and sealed, so no one can be there right now. So I had to take my wife to Kyle this morning, since she can't be in the house, and I have to go get her after work. All right, do we got much else to talk about?
Yeah.
Politics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, there's nothing else to talk about.
Let's definitely talk about politics.
Let's not.
No, are there any movies coming out?
Are
there?
Hey, what's the deal with that Paranormal Activity movie? Does anybody know anything about that?
I haven't seen it, but the trailer freaks me out.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
But I'm kind of a pussy when it comes to scary movies.
A million people tweeted about it, apparently.
It looks retarded.
They had a thing where they had a Twitter thing where if you demanded, like you can go to the website, hit the demand button. If they had 1 million people demand the movie, supposedly it was going to open wide.
Hey, newsflash! It was an open wide anyway. It doesn't fucking matter.
No,
it's all marketing to get people to talk about it.
Demand over the internet that they release
This is a movie that was made for like $15,000 and sold at Slam Dance, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, that's the
Sold
one.
at Slam Dance, really?
Yeah, sold at Slam.
Is that the first movie ever to sell at Slam Dance?
Cannibal the Musical played at Slam Dance.
Is that the first movie ever to sell at Slam Dance?
Cannibal the Musical did not sell.
It sold to fucking Troma, dude.
Yeah, it's still sold.
I could sell my small toe to Troma.
Do it.
I get you
And
toe.
film it.
Maybe I will.
I get you toe by 2 p.m. With nail polish.
I can't get one until 3 p.m.
All right. So, anything else anyone wants to talk about before we wrap this up?
Nothing, dude.
Believe it or not, we have an outro this week.
Do we really?
Do we really?
Yeah, it's not a music, but
Is it going to be as good as the intro?
It's not a music?
It's not music. It's a PSA.
Oh, I want to hear about it.
For a fundraiser.
Did you make this?
No, I didn't.
Dude, who made it?
But all the information's in the outro.
Oh,
Ooh.
so I should listen to
Yeah.
learn more? Okay.
So listen.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you.
Love you.
On October 17th, thousands of gamers from more than 100 gaming communities around the world will join forces in an unprecedented battle on behalf of children engaged in the fight of their lives. The second annual Extra Life Video Game Marathon, benefiting pediatric cancer research and treatment, is your chance to make a real difference in this important battle. The best part? You can join the fight from the comfort of your own living room. Get more information online now. Visit extralife.sarcasticgamer.com. Play games, heal kids. Extra Life.